Hello everybody, welcome back to Beating the Odds. It is Friday, November 8th, 2024. We are back with our best bets of the day. If you're new to the channel, my name is Zach and welcome to Beating the Odds. Let's recap yesterday's results. So yesterday, we had another winning day. 7 days of our last 8, we got wins. You love to see it. We are super profitable. Members only best bets, though, split. We had the over 52.5 Cincinnati Baltimore. Absolutely awesome game to watch. Very entertaining. Frustrating because we did have Ravens minus 5.5, and they absolutely should have won that game. And watching their defense, man, if you have a Ravens future, cash it out now because they're not winning the Super Bowl with that pass defense. That is absolutely terrible. And Tre'Davious White is not going to save this team. Like, they are, this defense, I understand that was Joe Burrow on the other side of the field, and he was fantastic last night. And same with Jamar Chase. We got that as a win as well. But if you have a Ravens future, they're not going to stay at the Super Bowl. The Chiefs are better, Bills are better, Texans are better once they get healthy, and you can make an argument that the Steelers are better as well. I mean, I'm not saying the Steelers are, but like you can make an argument. But what a fucking game! Over 5.5, New York and Ottawa, dub. The Bulls plus 8.5, they should be absolutely murdered. When I watched this, I watched this game for the most part, basically the whole game. And there was about 5 minutes left in the game. I think the Bulls were up by 4 or 5 points. So I'm like, okay, we should at least be able to cover this game. I checked back on it 20 minutes later, and they lost by fucking 19. Absolutely crazy. Like, I don't even know how that happens, but the Bulls made it happen, just showing the incompetence in Chicago sports day after day after day. Over 62.5, Coastal and App State. We lost by half of the fucking point, which is frustrating. Jamar Chase over 80.5 receiving yards, easy win. Zay Flowers over 4.5 catches, another just brutal beat. I mean, brutal beat. The fact is that we had this one, and Tyler Linderbaum couldn't keep his, basically just couldn't keep his dick in his pants and stay behind the 1 yard maximum you have to go that you can go, on a screen pass. We had 2 illegal men downfield during screen passes, which would have gotten us Zay Flowers over 2 different times, by the way. Very frustrating. And Lamar also threw away a screen pass that he just threw it at Zay's feet, and it would have been an easy catch, and we would have gotten over it. Bucks minus 9.5, dub. Under 6.5, Chicago and Dallas, that was a win. Over 5.5, San Jose and Minnesota, that was a win. They made FAU plus 7.5, that was an L. Overall, though, you know what? I know we had some frustrating losses yesterday, but guess what? We still got a win. We still got a winning day. We still made profit. And guess what? Sports betting is all about the profit. Like, as long as you're putting up numbers, and as long as you're winning money every single day, which we have 7 of the last 8 days, you can't be upset about that at all. And by the way, if you're new to the channel or you've been riding this win streak and you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and like the video. This is 7 of our last 8 days have winning days. Dude, we deserve at least 250 likes on this video for that. I mean, that's really something. And also, guys, we do have 4 members only best bets today as well. You can go to zdmbets.com/picks. All of our members only is on sale between now and Saturday night. So Saturday at midnight, we are cutting off this sale, 47% off. Use the code 47 in the checkout. Take advantage of it. We had a bunch of people take advantage of that yesterday. You don't want to be missing out on this because we have been hot. 7 of our last 8 days winning, and our members only have been hitting about 61% of the time after fucking yesterday, which is annoying. But overall, we'll take it. So let's jump into the plays that we have today. I'm going to get started with our first play, which is going to be in the best college basketball game of the season so far, which is going to be Kansas and UNC. So I'm rolling with Kansas minus 7.5 in this game. The biggest matchup of the day. I'm really fired up to watch this game. College basketball is one of the things I absolutely love watching on. For me, it's so aesthetically pleasing to watch because there's fuck shit that happens, and there's actually missed shots, and they're not just taking a million threes. But Kansas continuity is going to be the difference here. They're going to have Dickinson back, which is huge. They have Dejon Harris, who's really good, very underrated. Was injured last year a lot, but he's very good. You still got KJ Adams on the block, and you get AJ Storrs a transfer. Which, I mean, if you're trying to switch McCullough for someone, AJ Storrs is who you want. He's an absolute dog, and he is very good. And listen, UNC's got some great players. I love UNC. I love watching them, but the continuity that this team has with adding AJ Storrs as well, that's going to be too much for the UNC to handle today. Plus, Kansas will be at home as well during this game. That place is going to be rocking, and college basketball in particular, being at home is a major advantage. I think this game's going to be really close for about 35 minutes of this game. And then with 5 minutes left, Kansas will pull away. I love Kansas here minus 7.5 versus UNC. Next, I'm going to go with the Pacers minus 6.5 versus the Hornets. I think the Pacers sucking earlier this season, getting blown on national TV twice, is still stuck in people's brains because somehow, some way, I'm not sure how this is possible, but the public's on Charlotte today. I haven't seen anyone be on any North Carolina professional team in I don't know how long. The fact that the Charlotte Hornets have the public on their side, Vegas is just laying a trap today. And they are laying it for all the dumb bettors who watched the first 2 or 3 games of the NBA season, kind of tuned out for a little bit, dealt with the election, whatever, and forgot the Hornets are terrible and the Pacers are actually really good. They just had a weird start to the season. The Pacers are going to win this game by 1,000 today. Pascal Siakam and Miles Turner are going to be way too much. They're a matchup nightmare for this Hornets team. They are bad. The Hornets big men, I mean. Turner and Siakam, they're going to eat. No one is there to guard Halliburton. And the Pacers have the wing defenders to guard LaMelo and Brandon Miller. I don't really see how the Hornets keep this game close at all. By the way, this game could be close for a little bit, at least the first half, but the Pacers are going to blow them out. And the Pacers, since a weird start, have looked really good as of late. Give me the Pacers minus 6.5 versus the Hornets today. Next, go with the Magic, minus 5.5 versus the Pelicans. DeJounte Murray and CJ not playing are going to hurt the Pelicans a ton. This line makes absolutely no sense. Zero fucking sense. Because Banchero being out, this should be a way closer line. Now, granted, DeJounte and CJ are both not playing, which is big. So they're not going to have the guys to control the pace of the game for the Pelicans. They're going to have Jose Alvarado in there trying to control the pace, which he's a very fun, off the bench guy who does some weird steals and can shoot a little bit. But controlling the pace, defending straight up is not his specialty. And I just think, for me, very similar to the Pacers here, I just think that the size for the Magic is going to be way too much, and I mean way too much for the Pelicans today, because they'll be able to guard Zion, protect the rim, but after that, they don't really have much. They don't have much of interior presence. They don't have the guys to control the pace and the floor, especially being on the road in Orlando. That's going to be very important. Give me the Magic minus 5.5 versus the Pelicans here today, and the sharp money's on the Magic today as well, which it doesn't hurt. Next, I'm going to jump to Friday college football. We're going New Mexico's plus 2.5 versus San Diego State. Sharp money's all over them. San Diego State's really bad defensively, and home underdogs do very, very well in college football when they're relatively evenly matched, which I believe that this is the case today. San Diego State looked like their defense looked like garbage against Boise State. I think that they got gashed too much, and plus they're on a short week. So give me the Magic here. Maybe New Mexico plus 2.5 versus San Diego State. Say they win this game outright. Next, we'll go with Rice plus 9 versus Memphis. I would play this game at plus 8 or plus 8.5. There's way too many points for Memphis to cover. The team is very, very talented. Memphis is very, very, very talented, very similar to a basketball team, but they're super undisciplined, and they fall into way too many stupid mistakes, way too many of them. Rice is also at home, and again, home underdogs do pretty well in college football, especially on short weeks. The sharp money is all over Rice today. I'm going to go with Rice plus 9 versus Memphis. Next, go the under 6.5 in Detroit and Toronto. I'll be with this game. Detroit's been an under team this whole year, which is very, very interesting because last year they were an over team. Toronto as well has been an under team this year as well. The sharp money's all over the under today. I think the defenses and the back checking for both these teams is very, very good. Offensively, Detroit has not been great. Toronto has been fine, but they feel a little stale to me. I'm going to go the under 6.5 Detroit and Toronto here in this spot. Now, I might be adding a player or two a little bit later. When I do, I'll post on the pinned comment below, so definitely go check that out. I'll also post it on my Twitter, and my members, you'll obviously have those for everybody else. And again, guys, we have 4 members only best bets. All of our membership is 47% off right now. You can go to zdnbets.com/picks, use code 47 in checkout. But guys, go lock in those picks. Let's go win together today. Let's go make some money. I'll see you all tomorrow.